You are a beast. You are a beast.
Trying to get this shit to.
You are a stupid beast.
Trying to get this shit set up.
Well, you don't got a computer? What are you fucking poor?
Yeah.
What are you
My
fucking
name-
poor, Ricky? You get
My
no
name
money?
ain't Chris. My name ain't Chris with $73,000 and some odd change in approvals. Come on, now.
$914.47 ahead of you. It's because I'm better. I'm way better at everything, except for growing a fucking beard.
Because you're a bitch.
A bish. You're a bish. So what the fuck you up to? Just put the kids to sleep?
Yeah, I put both of them to sleep tonight.
Wow. How was that?
It actually went pretty well.
That's good.
I have no complaints. It went pretty well. It went really fast, and I got done what I need to get done.
That's wonderful. How many times did you have a bowel movement today? 3. What color were they?
I mean, brown.
Like a dark brown or like a light brown? We talking tan?
No, it was definitely brown. Just a brown.
All that fucking fast food and bullshit you put in your gullet. You eat like a pelican.
I do. Peasants.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Dude, I talked to one of my cousins. I haven't talked to him in like 6 years or maybe 10 years, something like that. But, since my dad passed, I've been getting a lot of phone calls lately, which has been really nice to reconnect with some of these people. And he's into merchant card services. Like, it came up because my brother texted me afterwards and he's like, hey, do you have any way for people to pay you yet or pay the business yet? And I was like, no. Or yeah, merchant services.
I've heard of that.
But it was funny that I had just talked to my cousin who does that for a living right before my brother texted me that. Yo, that's God. All right.
Things happen for a reason.
They do.
And a lot of those type of situations have been happening to me lately.
Really?
Yes.
Like what?
Like you would think about something, or like you would start putting something into place, and then somebody comes along with a similar idea, or something gets presented to you that is in benefit of that scenario that you already put together in your head.
Yep.
That's been coming to me a lot lately.
Dude, in AA, we call that's God. We call that thing because I remember when I first got sober in meetings, it was especially exceptional to me because like you just said, like I would be thinking about something or I'm going through something very specific, right? Like it can't be, no one could guess it. And then someone would share something exactly for what I'm talking about or what I'm going through. And so the first few times it happened, like I was just amazed and I would share about that, like, oh my God, like I was totally thinking it. That's exactly what I'm going through. I totally feel it. And then you said it, like it happens so much now to me that it doesn't impress me anymore. I do recognize it. I see it as God. Like that's how I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. Like those two things that I just explained with my brother and my cousin, like they're unrelated, but they're talking about the same thing, So I think you're right. And I think, when I sent out that, kind of the vision for what I see the company, doing, when I sent that to you, that earlier in the day, I went to, or not, was it yesterday? It was Saturday. I went to Habitat to visit another guy that I want to do a podcast with because he's kind of like you, like him and I have a very similar relationship. We talk well together, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I went and talked to him, and before I left Habitat, his mom was in a bad spot, and she was going through kind of what my dad just went through, but she was alive when I left Habitat. And then when I went in, I started talking about my dad, and I was like, oh yeah, what's up with your mom? And he's like, he told me his mom passed away too. I'm like, oh shit. Well,
Wow.
I mean, it's kind of a coincidence, you know, but I think that story, I'm going to get him on one night, and I wanted to interview him about his mom, you know,
Yeah.
about what he went through with his mom, and then vice versa with my dad. I think that would make some interesting banter, if you will,
Okay. Yeah.
you know.
No, that'd be good. That'd be actually really good.
But a lot of these things, they keep happening, and it tells me that we're doing the right things. Like, everything I'm doing is right. I may not be nailing it, but my focus is in the right spot. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. You're right. You're right. That's
But
where that's the focus is has to be there. That's the thing.
yeah. But I always struggle with what's the next thing to move it forward, you know? You on
It'll,
your
it'll
iPad?
yeah, yeah. It'll present itself, honestly.
The what?
The opportunity will present itself.
Yeah. Speaking of opportunities, so you got screwed out of a lead today. What the fuck was that all about?
It was, dude, I don't know, like the situation was weird. I was told that the homeowner was cool with the inspection and that he knew all about it. The renters know the homeowner. Um, so I get there and I talk to the renter, and she's like, "Yeah, I know the homeowner. Here's his information. Blah blah blah. We have a leak. Whenever it rains really heavy, it kind of runs down the inside of the wall and it goes down to like the first floor or some shit." So I was like, "All right, I'll go up there take a look." I already had a feeling that it was architectural shingles from looking at it from the ground. I'm like, man, come on. Like, it's already getting dark. I don't want to get up on this roof with fucking architectural shingles.
Yeah.
I go up there and sure as shit, it's architectural shingles, and it's a fairly new roof. It's like a waste of time. So I called the homeowner, and he flat out was like, his first thing was like, "You trying to buy my house?" I'm like, "No, dude. You know,
Nah.
I was like, I'm here inspecting the roof, roof inspection, blah 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 blah." And he's like, "No, get the fuck off my roof." I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
I got down, I talked to the renter, and I was like, "Listen, I can't do nothing for you without the homeowner's permission." I was like, "I just can't do it."
Yeah.
And she's like, "I'm sorry." I was like, "Listen, nothing against you." I was like, "But your situation is kind of shitty. I can't do nothing for you unless I have that permission, and I don't have it."
Yeah. You have anti-permission. You have the
Mhm.
opposite of permission,
Yeah,
whatever that is.
like he
You
was
know,
so adamant.
that situation sounds like the homeowners, if that's all I heard, I would say they were mad, angry homeowners because they had a leak. They probably called the landlord. Landlord wouldn't do anything about it, so they got to a point where they're like, "Fuck it, we're gonna take it into our own hands and try to get a roofing guy over here
Yeah,
without him." That's kind of what it seems like.
and you could see those shingles. Those shingles were poorly installed.
Were they?
Yeah, poorly installed. Like, you could see how the one shingle ran right across the valley. It wasn't even woven. It was fucking just ran straight across. It's like, it's ridiculous.
If I ever have to put on shingles in the valley, I'm just gonna put them horizontal
Yeah,
like this all the way down the valley.
like that shit just looks stupid as fuck.
Yeah, that's tough. I wonder. I don't get that one at all. I don't get the one I have. They scheduled me tonight for earlier in the day. They
That's
didn't
great.
send me a time machine with my appointment.
Did you reach
They
out to the homeowner?
no, I'm late.
I would reach out to the homeowner because maybe that person, whoever set the lead, did they set the lead today? Did you look at the history on the lead?
No, I was planning on calling her tomorrow.
What's the name?
Let me check. Monday, Susie.
How you spell it?
Susie. Stennis Way, same street. Oh, I can tell, huh? Let's see. More options. History. Oh. Mr. Ray.
So it sounds like it was assigned to Devontae.
Which one? The one that I have?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because it says, I'm reading the notes and it says, please call and reschedule this rep it was assigned to is no longer with us.
Oh, Devontae's not there?
Yeah, Devontae's not with us no more.
Really?
He quit.
Huh.
That's what I was trying to tell you today.
I know you were talking about him. I didn't hear that part of the conversation.
Apparently he had his own business going or some shit like that, and he's gonna put his all into his business.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Whatever. I mean, good for you, but you know, he should have stayed.
Yeah. I want to put everything into the business too, but right now this is funding it, you know. And we have the type of job that you can start a business and still do this.
And still do this. That's exactly what I was just talking to Sophie about.
Yeah. It sounds like an excuse. And I get it. Like, I think a lot of people get out of this industry because it's difficult. It's not hard, but if you're the type of person that can't force yourself out of bed and can't force yourself to be uncomfortable for a second, then you're not going to be able to do it.
That's it right there.
Yeah. If you can't live in a little uncomfortableness for a minute, you're not going to be able to do this.
What I always say, and I haven't said in a while, but you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Right.
If that makes sense.
It does make sense. I hear that a lot, actually. That's a quote. Being uncomfortable, being comfortable with being uncomfortable.
You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah. That's kind of the space that I live my life right now.
Like, look at that situation today with the neighbor. Okay.
Right.
I approached him, wasn't interested.
After I approached him.
Didn't engage with me. No, I approached him first.
Oh, you did?
Before you even walked up the street, I approached him because I remember I said I called dibs on that one. It had the missing shingle.
Oh, okay. I thought you said solar, so I was looking at the solar house. I was like, okay, go ahead.
So like I was talking to him, and like he just didn't give me the time of day.
Yeah.
And then you approached him, he didn't give you the time of day.
Yeah. To be fair, he didn't see me. He didn't see my devilishly good looks and my incredible charisma the second time. So when he finally got the full dose of it, that's just like, oh my God, I would love for you to inspect my roof. And I was like, I knew it.
You got a blotchy beard just like me? Okay, we're related.
He ended up being a really cool dude.
Wait, we ain't got no hair? We ain't got no hair? All right.
Shit. In the gym equipment in there was a perfect in.
Yeah, because you work out and everything like that. I can't.
Yeah, and I was just genuinely interested, but it got him on the ropes.
But that's it. You got to give them their power trip. Like I say, you got to make the situation about them no matter what.
Yeah.
And that's what you did. You took advantage. And like I walked past. I was talking to Jay. I walked past and I saw you pointing to like the free weights and everything like that. Yeah. So I was like, that's right there. That's Chris making the situation about the homeowner.
Yeah. And dude, honestly, I didn't expect him. He didn't say he was going to sign. Like he didn't say he wanted a roof at all. So how this whole thing went down is like, I just explained what we did. And before I got on the roof, he's like, yeah, you can go ahead and take a look. Like that was the last I tried, like of me trying to get something from him. And then when we got on the roof and stuff, I just went into the whole thing. Here's what we're going to do. Let me go grab the agreement. And I said everything I was going to do. And then I did all that shit. And I was
Calling
like,
the
all right, I'm
shot.
going to call them. Then you're going to sign right here. And then we're going to get your roof taken care of.
And he didn't give no objections.
None. But
Good.
I found that when I'm in that flow, when I'm dominating the conversation respectfully, I usually win it, you know?
That's the way you got to control the situation.
Right.
That's the whole mindset that you have to have, and you have it.
Yeah. So do you.
I do. Like I say, I go into every situation assuming the lead.
Yeah.
I think I rarely walk away from a house that I don't sign.
Right.
You too? There's
Well,
very
I've been
rare.
trying a different strategy. I haven't, on the ones that I've been knocking the last 2 weeks, the ones that I've been able to get on, actually, maybe that was just luck. I run into family members of the homeowners. So I got 3 that I think I will sign eventually. I knew it before I get on the roof that their homeowner wasn't there, but I did get permission. So I was like, I can knock out all the actual work that needs to take place at your house while I'm here. And then, when the homeowner gets back, your husband, your wife, whatever it was, when they get back, give me a call and we'll go through it. But to me, what I'm doing is I'm planting it. I'm getting them in the system, right? I'm generating the lead. And then now I have it to go back to until they sign. I went back to those on Friday, a couple of them, and they weren't there, but I'll keep going. I'll keep showing up. Because once I start talking, especially in a situation like that, I've already been to your house. I've already inspected it. I know what's up there. So that conversation is easier for me when I go back and meet the homeowner. Like, hey, your father was here and I was here. I just figured, he thought it was a good idea. So I got up there and I did it. But I wanted to talk to you about what I do, and then usually as soon as someone starts listening to you, it's like a 70% chance that they're going to do it. As soon as they open up and listen, and they're like, okay, yeah. Then they ask a question or two, like showing interest, and it's like, oh yeah, this is in the bag. Let's go.
So this is a message thread for me, one of my homeowners, right?
Right.
I'm the blue.
Yeah. I have a similar one. Or many. I'm sure.
And he reads the messages. He doesn't respond. But it's the effort. It's literally the effort that you put in.
Yeah.
And I talked to him on the phone probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he was like, hey, just kind of give me to like the new year or whatever. Let me sort some stuff out. And I'm still hitting him up. I'm literally still hitting him up every few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Remind him, I'm still here, motherfucker.
Yeah. Remember me? Well, you're going to have to, because I'm not going away. I will go away the day your roof is put on.
Or tell me, or block me.
Yep. Tell me to fuck off or sign this agreement.
Yep.
But I like that new neighborhood we're in. It seemed inviting. Homes were bigger than small, but not huge.
They're probably, I want to say 20 to 25.
I think that's right. That tells me they're probably like upper middle class, like they work, but there is still some people home during the day.
Mm-hmm. That backside of that house, that's a huge win. Like there's so much slope.
With the solar panels?
Both.
Oh no,
both houses.
Yeah. Yeah, that girl, she never called me tonight.
Just give it a couple days.
Yeah.
Wednesday. I hit them back up Wednesday.
Yeah. But they're in the system. To me, it's a breadcrumb. Like they don't know what I'm doing. They're like, oh, I'm just not going to call this guy anymore. And then he'll go away forever. But no, that is not the case. As long as I have a phone, feet, and hands, I'm going to be around.
Yep. I'm going to be around. Don't even need hands. Hey, Siri. Yeah. That's... Call so-and-so.
So you have a 12 o'clock adjuster.
11.
Oh, 11. Okay.
He wanted to do 9, and I was like, man, listen, it's supposed to be 23 degrees tonight. The roofs are going to be frosty in the morning. I was like, can we do like 11? He's like, yeah, let's do 11.
Yeah. I'd like to not fall off your roof.
Yeah. And Trey heard my conversation, and he was like, he gave me a thumbs up.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're doing it right, I think.
Taking control of the situation.
Yeah.
Because they always told us that they work on our time.
Yeah. In the beginning, though, I didn't understand that. It didn't register to my brain yet for a month and a half, maybe 2 months.
And I kept telling you, dude, I was like, listen, they work around your clock.
Yeah.
You make your schedule, because you know what it is? Like, you're so used to answering to somebody.
Exactly.
So and you're so used to having a set schedule.
Yeah.
So that way, when you go into a job like this, you're in a position where you can customize your schedule. You're like, something doesn't feel right.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, somebody can tell me they can be there at that time. That's okay. I'll make it happen.
Yeah.
In
the beginning,
okay.
when any little thing would go wrong, it like in my head, I'm just like, oh my God, like it was dreadful to me. But now, like
now
things go wrong, it's like whatever, dude.
Okay, somebody owes me $2,900. All right, what do I got to do?
Yeah.
What did I not add up correctly?
Oh shit! Did he pay, motherfucker? No, I wouldn't know till tomorrow anyway. But yeah, I like this job. It's a good. It trains you, if you stick with it, to be fucking ruthless, but not really ruthless, but assertive, calm, professional. Like, I thought I was a professional at all my jobs before this, but this will really, dealing with different homeowners with no rules on them. Like, when you're dealing with employees at a place, you're all governed by the same rules.
Yeah.
For the most part. Like, you can't talk about politics, you don't talk about sex, you don't talk about religion, like.
Yeah.
But that's inside the workplace. Where we're at, it's anything goes, man. You just got to feel it out, You got to feel out the homeowner. Your people skills are very heavily relied upon, because we got to make quick decisions. Like, I screw it up all the time. Every time there's a no, I talk to a homeowner and they don't let me on. I fucked it up.
Yeah. Like, why do they not want to give me that information? What did I not do correctly that didn't prepare them for this situation?
Right.
See, today when I did the upsell, I went over the whole insurance scope with the homeowner. I explained everything line by line, what they're paying for and how it's broken down between first check and second check.
Yeah.
And he really appreciated that.
That's cool.
And he's like, listen, I really don't want to pay more than my deductible is $2,500. He's like, I really want a retail price for my house in Jersey because I want to sell it as soon as possible. I was like, okay, no problem. We can take care of that. Whatever. He's like, but what about the warranty on these shingles? I was like, they're not transferable or anything like that. I was like, but you could buy a transferable warranty for, $46 a square. And I was like, you take that $46 and you times it by 27 squares. And that's how we come up with a number. And then I got him gutters approved. And
approved for insurance?
Yeah, I didn't even try. So they approved it anyways. I was like, okay, cool. No problem, whatever. And so that's like $800 right there that we're gonna take. We're not gonna replace his gutters, but we're gonna roll that money over to the warranty, so that way that the gutters will pay for the warranty.
I just understood what that means now when everyone's talking about it. That makes sense.
It just clicked in my fucking head 2 days ago.
Yeah, Christian be always like, yeah, you can just take that and roll it into gutters or whatever. Like, what do you mean?
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I talked to somebody the other day in the company. I won't mention any names, but you know, he's up there. He does a lot of work, does a lot of big work, and he was like, listen, this is how it works. So like, let's say the homeowner wants package number 3, which comes with drip edge, comes with the metal valleys, comes with the upgraded warranty, upgraded perma boots, blah 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 blah. Let's say they want that, but the insurance company already paid for drip edge, right? So you can take that drip edge money, minus it from the upgrade price,
Yeah.
drawing that customer in a little bit more because let's say you take off $500.
Yeah.
Like, listen, they already pay for this. You don't have to pay for it again. So we're going to take $500 off. Okay, you don't want the metal valleys. You got 50 feet of valleys. That's another $500 off.
And now you can upgrade your shingle because you have $1,000.
Oh, your upgrades were going to cost you $2,100. Well, now they're only going to cost you $1,100.
Yeah. That makes sense, dude. I'm glad. Now I'll remember.
And he appreciated that more than anything. Like, he's like, listen, you know, I really don't think I'm going to be here more than a year. He's like, it is our first house. He's like, but my next house, I want you to customize.
There we go.
And he's like, and I told him, I was like, listen, Mr. Patel, I was like, I'm not here to steer you in the wrong direction. I'll never offer you something that I feel that you don't need. And he's like, he really like took that into like extreme appreciation.
Well, that's like a family. Like, you know, you care. You're showing that you genuinely care. You know,
Yeah.
that's huge.
Yeah. And I was like, listen, I was like, I'd rather you give me 10 referrals than me charging you for something that I don't feel like you need.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I already gave you one. I got 2 more friends that I already been talking to.
Let's go. Let's go.
I was like, I'll give you $100 a pop.
Yeah.
He's like, can you do 200? I got 2 kids. And then like, I was like, man, I don't care. I was like, you give me good leads, brother. I was like, I don't care. He started laughing.
Hey, give me 2 a week. I'll give you $500 a month.
Right.
Or give me 3 a week. I'll give you $500 a month. Dude, there's a lot of, you have them on your Facebook feed and your Instagram feed, right? All the roofing stuff.
Yeah, I'd be seeing it.
Like, you know, I still want to put out a commercial of some sort. I just don't know how to do it. It always feels clunky when I'm, hi, do you have storm damage? Do you have a leaky roof?
You don't want to sound salesy.
I don't even know if I want to be in it. Like, I think if we had enough pictures of storm damage, some video, and I'll just do cool transitions, and then I'll talk behind it. I'll narrate it.
I'm gonna send you this page that I follow, and I know the owner. Like, I personally know the owner, and so like if you look on their page, they have like a few different things of like what they do. It's a solar company, of course.
Yeah.
But they show you like a couple different clips of the business and stuff like that.
Nice.
I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can just share this profile.
Is it a Facebook page?
Instagram. I got you on Instagram.
No.
Chris McIntyre.
Yeah, that's still my name, Ricky. Thank you for remembering.
How you spell your last name? MC.
With a K. There's a Z in there. Probably a Q. MCINTYRE. Are you just Ricky? Ricky Stoll in this?
Yeah.
I don't think you are. I don't think you
Chris.
know your own Instagram.
No. Killer Cam.
Fucking way off.
Chris McIntyre 10.
No.
Chris McIntyre. What the?
Killer Cam.
Yeah.
Cam Smith. That's not you.
No. Oh my god. I'm probably telling you the whole wrong thing. Killer. So this right
Killer Cam 16. Jesus. Cheese and rice. Killer Cam 16?
Yeah. You should see me. I'm in a ProCraft shirt.
I don't see you. Did you find me yet?
I don't know why I can't.
It's McIntyre Christopher.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
There we go. There's your ugly ass.
I've been sucking off Rick all damn day. Can't help myself, cause I'm so gay. We both sit out here and waste our lives away. Swallow his load and watch him drive away.
It's a damn shame.
What the world's gotten to for faggots like me and faggots like you. Wish I could just wake up. I've been sucking.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's great. I just love it. I saw another video like that with that song, and I was like, "Oh my god, I have to make that."
Yo, give me like 2 seconds. I gotta take a leak.
Oh, do you, little bladder boy? Little bladder boy, playing in the bladder streets. Solving the mystery of my red penis. While Ricky's taking a piss, go ahead over there and hit subscribe, and then turn on your notifications so you can see every time we drop a new episode. And go ahead and drop a comment, and drop a like, and then eat shit, bish. Quit being a bish. You stupid bish. You are a stupid bish. Will you be a stupid bish? Bish. Stupid bish. Bish. This motherfucker, man. It's a damn shame what the world's gone to.
I'm sorry, Grandpa. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I know. It's getting close to your bedtime. I know.
It is. It is. Dude, do you have you don't have a computer until I fix it.
Yeah, and you're slacking. Like, what's going on?
I am. I just am. I have this. I want to play it for you, but I can't without a CD player. I have this old CD from back in my high school days. Like it was the first recording of my rap stuff that I did.
Dude, talk about CDs, man. Oh my god. So I used to have a computer back in the day, and I used to download songs off of LimeWire. You remember LimeWire?
I was a LimeWire type guy.
Bro, LimeWire was the shit until people started loading it up with viruses.
I know.
I used to, burn CDs all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And like I used to blend the songs together on the computer.
Really?
Yeah, and it was the old Windows 98 fucking big tower, big monitor type shit. Like I don't know how I managed to do it, but I downloaded a audio mixing program for free, and like I started messing with it. And like I was putting like skits in it, like I was putting voiceovers, bunch of different sounds, blending the songs. Like I was burning them on CDs. And so I used to have like this CD stack of CDs in like this case. Yeah. And this case was my freaking life, bro.
Yeah.
I've lost this case.
Oh.
And it hurts me still to this day knowing that I have no idea where it went.
That sucks. That's the worst.
That case was like, it was full of like 50 something CDs.
That you created? Dude, there's something to be said for that. In the 90s, like when I was a kid, CDs had a lot of value. Like,
they did. Yeah. Because they replaced floppy disks.
Right. And it was people's like prized possession, like you just said. I had one that I can remember, that felt really personal to me. Like I wouldn't go anywhere without it. One big ass book of CDs,
Mm-hmm.
But
that's how I felt about that one.
Yeah.
I took it everywhere. Yeah. And I always had a CD player. I always had a Walkman. And I always had extra batteries on me.
Yeah. Yeah. My man's got extra batteries.
I always had extra batteries on deck.
My man's got the shock absorber Walkman, CD Walkman.
Yep.
Discman.
I did.
I had that shit too. Remember when you put on bass boost and the fucking battery would die in 10 minutes?
I felt like the shit. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I was listening, dude. I always used to fucking bump 50 Cent, like when his shit came out, Hunger for More, bro. Get Rich or Die Trying. I used to be into Eminem so much. Like I had every Eminem album.
Yeah. I did too. I had every Tupac album, Biggie, Bone.
Yep, Bone Thugs.
Yeah. Who else? West Side Connection. Snoop.
Yeah. Easy.
Dog Pound. Easy. Nas. Mobb Deep.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang. Killer Army.
Never listened to them.
They're like a Wu-Tang child. Child of like Wu-Tang came out and there's fucking 48 of them. And then they came out with like a bunch of other groups. Killer Army was one of the other groups. Wow. Like there was the Swarm that came out, which was a Wu-Tang production, and then Killer Army was another Wu-Tang production. And I remember that shit like it was yesterday. I'll tell you this story about my book of CDs. When I was 19, I'd already graduated, but I was still hanging out with these seniors that went to school. And so they wanted to ditch school one day. So I picked them up. There's these two girls and this dude. And we went to the hills and we're drinking. I stole some alcohol. That was a big thing for me, stealing liquor. And so I stole like a couple bottles of Bacardi.
Was it easy?
Went to the hills.
Was it easy?
Yeah. Yeah. Because in Nevada, the liquor is at the grocery store. And it's just in the aisle. You know what I mean? Oh my.
Fancy.
They keep the liquor right in the grocery store right next to the prostitutes in Nevada, where I'm from.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't fuck around. Okay.
right to the point.
Yeah. So I got these couple bottles. We're going out to get fucked up like normal. And one of the girls invites these two dudes, and she tells me they have a sheet of acid with them. And I was like, oh, cool. Yeah, they can absolutely come. You know? And so we all go, it's like noon or like 11 in the morning, and we're all drinking in the hills and we're smoking weed. And I didn't have any money. None of us had any money, but we wanted to buy some acid, and he wouldn't sell us any. And I was like, And I had this big book of CDs, and I was like, I will give you this book of CDs for that sheet of acid. And he thought that was a good idea. And I was like, cool.
Wow.
And so we swapped. I put it in my pocket. He put my CDs in his truck, and we were still drinking, smoking weed. We're just hanging out, listening to music, you know. And while we're doing that, I tell that girl that was with me, I was like, hey, go grab my book of CDs from his car. And so she did, and she kind of snuck it back into my car. And we hung out for a little bit, and I was trying not to be obvious about it. But I was like, all right, well, I got to get home. Let's go, you know? And so I had my CDs, I had the sheet of acid, and we get in my car and we take off. And somewhere like shortly after we pulled out, he realizes what happened.
Oh,
And
fuck.
so he starts fucking following us.
Oh,
And we
shit.
get involved. Like, it's a high-speed chase through our tiny little town. Like, I went from one end to the other end, and we had cell phones back then, like the first generation cell phones. And I had a friend who lived on one side of town with two other of our friends. Like, a bunch of dudes lived in this house. And so I called them. I'm like, yo, I'm coming over. These motherfuckers are chasing me. Fucking meet me outside in 5 minutes, you know? And so I'm getting over there, and when I'm pulling into the what happened? I pulled in, and my friends are outside. All three of my friends, they're all outside, like ready to fight. We're all ready to fight. And then so I pull up to where my friends are standing, and I get out, and homeboy pulls up, and he's on his phone, and then he hangs it up while he's looking at me, and then he just drives away. And I was like, huh. All right. And so I get in my car to leave right after that. And as soon as I pull out of the apartment complex, 3 cops roll in and immediately pull me over. I had a bottle of Bacardi in between me and the center console. There's nothing I could do about the DUI, you know?
Yeah.
I was fucking almost blacked out.
Oh, shit.
But anyway, I got arrested that day and got a DUI. My first DUI at 19. And
So wait. What happened with the sheet of acid?
So it stayed in the car after I got out of jail. It was still in the car, and we tried it afterwards. It was bunk though. It was just paper.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I took like 5 hits and nothing happened. So that pissed me off. But I was in jail for like 4 or 5 days, because my parents were like, I had been arrested a lot, so they're like, I'm gonna leave him there and
Let him learn his lesson. Yeah.
Yeah. But when I got out, I was pissed because I knew that dude had called the cops on me. And so I, went through my network of friends and tried to get his number to get a hold of him because I wanted to fight him. And he answered the phone once. And I was like, come to Mills Park, you bitch. Come to Mills Park. All fucking tough child, little kid stuff.
Yeah.
But he never would. And like maybe a couple of weeks went by, and another friend of ours was having a big party, and there was a lot of people there. And I went there, and while we were just chilling, one of them was like, hey, fucking Craig's coming over here. And I was like, really? And so I got like everybody that was at the party. I was like, everyone knew the story. I had been telling everyone. This motherfucker called the cops on me, blah, blah, blah. Tried to rip me up, all this bullshit.
Yeah.
And so he was coming over here. So I get everybody on my side, and I'm like, hey, this is what I want to do. When he gets in here, bring him into the room where everybody is anyway. And then as soon as he gets into the room, I want everyone to leave and then shut the door behind you. And then I'm going to fuck him up.
Oh, shit.
And so he gets there. I'm already in the room, and people have backfilled into the room for this purpose. Like, we're planning on watching me whip his ass. And so everyone's in the room. He doesn't see me. And when he comes in, everybody splits. Like pretty quick, like ants running out of their fucking hive. They just fucking split. And they shut
That's
the
mad.
door, and I could just see there's 2 windows in the room, and I see everyone just jam out to the side by the windows. Like they're all staring at the windows like, what's going on? And then I just beat the fuck out of this kid.
Oh,
I beat the shit out of him in the room. It was great. And his excuse afterwards was like, man, I've been up for 4 days. I was just weak and tired. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I whipped your ass
So
in front of everybody.
oh, bullshit.
Yeah.
But what's your excuse for calling the cops, pussy?
Yeah, I don't think I ever got to that. But I did get a resolution. It got closure on that.
And you got your CDs.
And I got my CDs and a fake ass sheet of acid. But that guy, he
That's
died like a few years later. Something, I think it was drugs related or something. Or maybe not. Who knows? I thought I heard that though.
That sucks.
That was my CD story.
That's a good CD story.
That is a good CD story. Hey, when I'm talking to you like right now, does it look like I'm looking at you?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it look normal?
Yeah.
All right.
Like I can see, like you're pretty much looking at the screen, but a little bit above it. Like I could tell.
Yeah. I lowered my screen to see if I could fix that, but
Mine is like self-centering. It follows my face.
it does. But you look the same. Like you're looking at the bottom of your iPad.
Oh,
But it still looks like
I'm
you're
looking
talking
at
to
you.
me.
Yeah, I'm looking at your face.
Yeah. I'm looking at your face, but I can't tell what I'm looking at. What do we got? 47
cold.
minutes.
Yeah, it's gonna be cold tonight.
Yeah. And a busy day tomorrow.
Shingles are gonna be brittle.
Yeah. I really need to get a Ridge Pro. I saw one on Marketplace for $300.
Really? Did it come with the pole?
No.
Damn. Okay, well, I mean, we can get a pole. A pole is good to have.
Yeah, someone said pool cleaning pole.
Or or a painter's pole.
I mean, it's not the worst thing to do it without it. That just means you got to climb one slope.
All the way up.
Yeah. But fuck, the houses that you and I want to get on, we're gonna need one.
Exactly. Especially if they got crazy pitches and shit. We're gonna really need it.
Yeah, I think on Friday I'll just take the plunge and get a used one.
Well, I need to put some money in on it. I need to get some checks this week. I ain't got no checks yet.
You ain't?
No, not yet.
Have you checked in on all of them?
Tomorrow I was going to.
Okay.
What time is it?
Edge Pro. 11:30. $550. Oh, with the pole.
You can get them brand new for cheaper.
Just got this a month ago from GME Supply for $630. Nothing wrong with it. Just don't need it anymore. Price is firm. Yeah.
No, that doesn't.
No.
It doesn't cost that much.
No. All right. So tomorrow, wake up, go to the gym. I'll go out to your adjusters meeting. Maybe I'll knock around while you're doing that, and then we'll go do those repair tests.
Yeah. And I know Jay probably want to come out that way. He asked what we were doing tomorrow.
Okay. How's the vibe when you were walking around with him? How'd that go?
So I asked him, like, how do you feel at the door? You know, you feel comfortable? Any questions or whatever? He's like, no, I'm good.
He seems rigid to me, you know?
he is a little rigid, and like I heard him talking to some people, and like he was kind of like not belligerent, but like he was aggressive.
Aggressive is the right word.
Yeah.
Yeah, he speaks aggressively.
Yeah, he was aggressive, like almost like, all right, I know it all.
Kind of like you were the other day when you were yelling at the door. Hi, I'm Ricky from Procraft.
Know me, bitch.
Yeah. Hi. Fucking loser.
You gotta
fucking
fucking
loser.
know me. You gotta fucking know me.
You're like, hi.
Open the fucking door.
I feel like this podcast went pretty good.
Yeah, unscripted.
Yeah. I like that. Just got to figure out how to repeat it
How do I?
every day for a fucking 20 years. 10 years. Did I tell you my life plan after the business is successful in 10 years that I'm going to run for a public office?
Oh, that's right. You said you was gonna run for some office position.
Fuck. I might run for president, Ricky.
President of what? The SGA?
Huh?
President of what? The SGA?
Shit. Nah. President of the United States of America.
Oh shit! I mean, you'll be around the proper age.
Yeah. Well, I want to spend some time in the House or the Senate before I make that plan.
Oh, okay.
I think there's a need in me. I just want to be in charge.
I mean, some people have that desire.
Hey, why not?
I'm not gonna knock you.
Well, you know what though?
Go for
Honestly, leadership has been a passion for me. Like studying it, learning from people that I respect in that vein. Like I had this one guy. He's a good friend now, but before I was anything ever, like he saw leadership skills in me that I didn't even know existed.
Mm-hmm.
And how they were coming about is because I could always get everyone to come to the bar with me after work. Every day. I could get most of the crew to come with me, you know? And that happened for years. And one day he's like, you know, people just tend to listen to you. I'm like, yeah, they do. He's like, I'm going to put you, like, he just made me like a backup lead at a production facility or something.
Yeah.
But that was just my introduction into it. Like, people do listen to me, you know? It's a weird thing. People listen to you too.
They do when they want to. And
but
you know, thing,
like more so than people would listen to you and me over Ethan and Ian or almost anyone, maybe not Kevin, but you know what I'm saying? Like some people just have that, like I'm here, obviously I'm in charge kind of thing, right?
I'm here for a reason. You know, I'm here for a reason. I'm where I'm supposed to be.
But along with that, so that was kind of what started me into that. And then that company that I worked for, they would send us on a lot of leadership training and just soft skills training, you know, which was helpful to someone like me. And then every time I left that, or when I left that job, every job I got was, you know, in management, supervising, or, you know, I was the boss after I left everywhere that I went.
Exactly.
Which is perfect. It kind of leading into this, my background works perfectly with this because I kind of do. I have to manage those people when you're there. You have to manage the homeowner.
If you don't manage it, then you know it's your failure in your hands.
Right. But I don't know. It's just something I've always been interested in. And then from 2016 to like 2020, or actually from 2016 when Trump got elected, that kind of put into me, it really gave me my political views. I had a lot of hate during that time. But I didn't think of doing anything with it. But after I got sober and moved here, now, things are going good and I'm getting better. I still look back on that like I want to do something that can help. Because I was so pissed off at all these things, I want to put myself in a position to change those things that I'm pissed off.
And you're in that position where you can change things.
Yeah. I don't know why running for or holding a political office. I think that would be cool.
It's an achievement that you want to do.
Yeah. Exactly. It doesn't mean anything, but to me.
Run with it.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
You could be my secretary. What are you doing? No, stop.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Well, I'm gonna go to bed then.
Yeah, me too.
Should probably figure out how to end these things.
Yeah, and not in a corny way either.
I'll try to write one up, and then we'll.
And we got the intro.
Yeah. That we didn't do. It doesn't matter. I could record the standard intro and a standard ending for every time. So when we're done talking, we can just stop and then play the ending.
That's true. Yeah.
Maybe I'll lean towards that.
Or
now that I got my recording back up, I can make the music for it
or pre-record like a random joke or something for each one, or like maybe like a part of a story, and then I don't know, like I don't know. Like do like a pre-recorded joke at the end of each one or something like that. Like we'll read like a joke off of like a segment off of offline or something like that.
I like that. Ending on a funny joke or maybe a funny tweet or something.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thanks for tuning into the podcast. Now let's hear the joke of the week. Sounds gay, but let's hear like the Daily Show has a moment of zen where they show a funny video to end their show.
Or like bloopers.
Like that. Huh?
Bloopers, maybe.
Yeah. That's all we make.
What they one thing that I saw the other day online, somebody mentioned like what they really took out of movies that they really should put back is bloopers.
I agree.
Because I used to stick around, especially in the movie theaters, for those bloopers at the very end of the movies. Just because they used to be so fucking funny.
Right. I think that's a good idea. I think we should pre-record. I think a joke or something funny or even something enlightening, inspirational, motivational, something profound.
Yeah.
Should end it. And then just fade with music. I mean, I just got to record it. I already wrote the music I think we should have for the intro and the outro. Or maybe they should be different. I'll record like 10 clips when I record it and use them all.
Fuck it.
All right, dude.
All right, brother.
You have a good night. I'll see you in the morning.
All right, man. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.